All right. We are live. Another live one, y'all. Another live one. We are excited. I'm excited. Hopefully, you're excited to be here with us. This is Black Wealth Empowerment, LIVE. LIVE. We are live, brothers and sisters. We are live with broadcast number 131. That's right. I said it. 131. You are actually watching history in a making. In the making, history in the making, with broadcast 131 with an encore subject we're going to talk about. If you saw our last week's show, if not, go back and check it out, brothers and sisters. Every show is a piece of the puzzle. Every show is a piece of the puzzle. And tonight we're going to do an encore topic talking about mentors, right? But we're going to add the mentee piece to it, right? Can't have a mentor without a mentee, and you can't have a mentee without a mentor. So we want to bring those two together. Those two together, and when you add those two up, you're going to get more success. You're going to get more money. You're going to get more satisfaction out of life, right? So we're going to talk about that tonight, and we're going to share with you what we've learned, some of the gems, so you can go out and you can do the heavy lifting, and you can add mass to what we talk about here, so you can carry it into your week and to the rest of your life. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Happy to be here with you, brothers and sisters, for broadcast 131. We are going strong. You know why? Because we understand, myself, the Courage Coach, Sister Brandy, and those of you who join us on a regular basis, you know that it's a process, right? We're in a process of becoming something, right? If we consciously know it or not, we're in a process of becoming something, and we are showing up on a regular basis. Hopefully you're showing up on a regular basis, so you can be conscious of the process of your becoming, because you're going to become something anyway. So you might as well be conscious of that process and directed and guided in the direction that you want, brothers and sisters. So you want to understand that it's a process, and you need to put those processes together, step after step after step. It's all about consistency. We've been consistent now for 131 broadcasts. You do the math, you times that by an hour and 20 minutes. You divide that by weekends and months, and you'll see that it comes up to years, brothers and sisters. Why? Because we're in it for the long haul. Black wealth empowerment. If you understand those words, if not, delve down into them, clear them, get a dictionary, and you'll soon understand that it's a lifelong process. It's a lifelong commitment. It's a lifelong journey. And every time you start something and stop, Courage Coach, start something and stop, you're really, it's like you're going, then you're taking a detour. You're going, then you're pulling off to the side of the road to the next gas station or the next truck stop or the rest stop. I mean, you never get to your destination if every time you're doing something different, right? You're doing something else, right? When you find something that is serving its purpose in your life, you need to latch on to it. You need to hold on to it. And as the Bible says, you need to prove it true, right? So that's what you should be doing here and coming back week after week as we come back week after week. All right. And been with me on this journey for a very long time, more than, I don't know, 3/4 of the way, is our brother, the Courage Coach from Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona. He's traveling. He's in school. He's doing a lot of things, but he find time to serve and live in his purpose. Right? Once you find your purpose, brother and sister, you'll find a platform to exercise your purpose on, or you'll create one. So we got with us the Courage Coach, brother Courage Coach. Are you there? What's going on? What it look like? What it be like in Phoenix?
Wow, it was like 78 degrees today, brother Daryl. It was a terrible 78 degrees. We had to deal with that. Man, I don't know how. I don't even y'all probably feel sorry for us out here and the rest of the country. Like what they had to deal with 70. It was 78 in Phoenix today. Man, y'all got it hard out there. Yeah, it's rough. Well, listen, hey, I'm just having fun, y'all. Peace, brothers and sisters. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, and I really want to welcome you to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. That's right, Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're here. We're alive. We are alive. Think about that for a moment. You woke up this morning. Hey, think about just feel that for a minute. Feel that. You woke up this morning. As my mama say, clothed in my right mind and body, right? Can you imagine how amped up you should actually be? What about that for a minute? We live, alive. This is a great time. This is a great time. Brother Daryl, something about breathing. I always say this that excites me. It's just something about breathing that excites me. Your breath. Not really. I mean, I told y'all before that. Try that. Try holding just hold your breath. Just take a deep breath and hold it. Just hold it. Keep holding. I'm gonna hold it. I'm not gonna breathe. I'm gonna hold it. And I'll tell you, at some point your brain starts flipping out. Like, what are you doing? Hold on, clown. We're gonna shut you down because we got to breathe. Because something about breathing is good. Well, when you that fire from the oxygen from the air, right? It actually gives us life and energy, right? With the water we drink, the food, the good foods we eat. You combine all that stuff with the right kind of thinking and information coming to our lives, the right kind of people and environments. You start adding all those kind of great things up, and I'm telling you, exponential success comes and progress. You're in the right place at the right time. Why? Because this platform is geared specifically to you. Yes, you that's watching this right now, live or a replay, is geared specifically to you. It's geared to help you get a certain mindset, have some shifts maybe in your current thinking, give you some strategies, tools, techniques, things you can actually go and do immediately, getting some results. Now, we're not just blowhards. We're not just here freestyling, making stuff up because we ain't got nothing to do. And we figure, okay, we can get money. So we do this live broadcast, Brother Daryl, right? We can get money, right? We get this money and then we can like come up, right? No, 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 no. We had to invest a lot of money, a lot of money, brothers and sisters. Still investing a lot of money. That's a relative term. But compared, if most people knew the numbers, Brother Daryl, I promise you, they would be definitely impressed and shocked. Like, how much money? You spent how much to go to a seminar with so and so? How many books you done bought this last year and over the last 20 years? You didn't what? You went there, you did that, you paid them how much for that program? That CD series? Uh-huh. Yeah, you'd be amazed. Some people like, man, I wish I had $5,000 to spend on something. But most people, if they have $5,000 spent on something, they're gonna go buy big screen TV. Then can't pay the cable bill, Brother Daryl. Come on, somebody. So we figured, well, how about this? How about we invest in ourselves, invest in resources and workshops and things like that. Fill ourselves up with great information. Go try this stuff out. Actually, go out there and test it. See what's happening with it. Try this, do this, make that. Oh, let's try it. Ooh, I took a knot there. Ooh, I learned something over there. Oh, that was great there. That worked there. And after all these years of doing all that, form so we can serve somebody else, just like we got served. Don't think we came here because we figured we got a bright idea. We're going to help some people. We're here because we got help from other people. They poured into our lives what they learned, and now we're giving it back to you all. So, brothers and sisters, let somebody know we're on right now. Brother Daryl's going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to be a part of this broadcast. I mean, an active participant in this broadcast. So strap in. Make sure you got a pen and pad ready because I have no idea what we're going to talk about. I mean, I know what the theme is and what the topic is, but figure let's just come and let the spirit move us today when it's authentic. So I'm gonna say some controversial stuff today. I already feel it. I already feel it. Yeah, brother, I'm gonna swing it back over to you. Controversial.
All right, all right. Thank you, Brother Rodney Assad. Appreciate you, brother, as always, warming us up for tonight's topic. We also have another co-host. She's not able to be with us tonight. You know who that is, Sister Brandy Muhammad, our dear sister and membership coordinator. She won't be able to make it. She's getting in later and won't be able to access and join us tonight. But inshallah, she'll be back on the next broadcast, brothers and sisters. That's right. We are here, Black Wealth Empowerment Live broadcast 131. We're talking about tonight mentors plus mentees equal more money. You want to stay tuned for that. You want to make sure you get somewhere quiet as a courage coach said, get you some pen and pad and jot down some notes, brother. So, we as black people, we got to come on now. We've been here a long time. I said this before, and I'm really talking to myself. We got to come on, right? We got to stop just being just normal. Coach said he wants to be controversial. Well, that's not normal. That's not average. That's not usual, right? We're very particular people. We're very unique people. From our sojourner, but from the very beginning, we were made unique, and we were refined in that uniqueness through our experience here in America called slavery and beyond, right? So, brothers and sisters, we are playing real small, Courage Coach. We need to come back and do a show on why are you playing small? What we all are playing too small. We didn't get through slavery, the strongest of us, just to go for a paycheck, just to play small, just to be average and normal with those who haven't gone through anything like that. God didn't bring us through slavery, brothers and sisters, to be like everybody else. We're supposed to be, the average ones of us, supposed to be extraordinary to somebody else. The average ones of us, we should be extraordinary, brothers and sisters. That's what this platform is about, is to tap in to the God in you, the God potential in you, and hopefully activate that or raise it to the next level. That's why I come back. That's why the Courage Coach and Sister Brandy comes back, because this is our process. This is our tapping into our God-given ability and working it and shaping it. See, that's a process, right? That's a trial and error, brothers and sisters. You have to do the same thing too. This platform is a tool. What craftsman only has one tool? What mechanic only has one tool? This is just a tool of many that you should have. You should learn how to use. You should be able to get its utility from it. You can't be bounced around. You can't just one tool, right? That doesn't produce superiority, if you will. Brothers and sisters, we have to come on now and do this thing. We have to do what's required. What's required? We have to live up to our potential. Here at Black Wealth Empowerment, we bring you topics. We bring you ideas. We bring it to you from a perspective that only we can appreciate, only we can draw from, can parse, and get the most out of it because of the shared unique experience that we have. Right? Anthony Robbins can't do it. Susan Orman can't do it. Those others can't do it. And then we have to express it with that spirit, with that mindset. Right? We have some black ones out here, but they're generic. But not here at Black Wealth Empowerment. We're speaking to the God consciousness in you. So we can get up, right? And we can do for self, right? Get your head out of all that hype about, Russian inclusion or whatever it's called. And ooh, they gonna impeach him now. Right? And the latest sex scandal. Get your mind out of that, brothers and sisters. Get your mind out of that. See, we just get, but Coach, we just get swept. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say we are Negroes. We just get swept with the wind. We just finished 8 years, 8 years of a black president. If you and I if the government hasn't helped us, right? Over those past 8 years to get up to another social economical level, then would make you think any other president after having 8 years, the maximum term, 8 years of a black president. Now, if we can just get Donald Trump impeached, we'll be all right. Really. The only way you and I are going to be all right, brothers and sisters, we have to make ourselves all right. Right? If you and I want to depend on yourself, God, and those whom he send to you to help you. That's it. Don't worry about the government. Don't worry about the president. Right? Don't worry about them. Let them do what they supposed to do. And you and I do what we supposed to do. And what are you supposed to do by watching right now? Right? You have something to do in life. You have something to do. What we want you to do, we want you to help push this crusade. Help be a crusader. Remember that? Remember that group, Brother Rodney? Inside, you don't remember the Crusaders, huh? That jazz group, Crusaders. Ooh, you got to pull that out and put that on your ones and twos, right? Be a crusader, but so you have to crusade something in your life. And how do you learn to be a crusader? You got to join a crusade. So join us. Help us to get this word out, right? Help us get this word out. We've made it as simple as possible for you. If you're watching here on our private BWE platform, it's a private platform. We don't, it's our own channel, right? We just use the system to broadcast it here for you. You see right above my head, there's tabs. Right above my head, there's tabs that you can hit. But let me give you instructions. This is how you do it. You ready? We're going to do it right now together in unison. You ready? You ready? The first tab is Facebook Like. Go ahead and hit that right now. Go ahead and hit that right now. All right. All right. Now the next one over is Facebook Share. You hit that button, a box will open up. You might have to log in. Do that quickly. Once you log in one time, you won't have to do it again. Right? So that pops up. Put in hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. You got that? Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. That's in Facebook Share. You put it in Twitter. Hit the Twitter. Box open up. You might have to log in. Put a hashtag BW Hangout. We are live. Do that for the rest of those tabs. Do that right now. You got Instagram, I think, up there. You got LinkedIn. You got Pinterest. You got whatever you got up there, right? If you have accounts at those social media platforms, you may have to log in and send out that hashtag. What that's going to do, that's gonna post on your social media feed. That's a special invite by you. This is a private platform, brothers and sisters. This is private, invitation only. So that's your private invitation to friends on your social media platform. We assumed if you're here, we vetted you, right? You're a good match for our message and our platform. So we assume, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We assume that your friends are too. So we allow you to give them a free invitation, a free invite, so they can come check us out, see what we're talking about, and see if they want to be a part of this private group. And they'll thank you later, right? So go ahead and do that right now. You should have done that for all the tabs right there, brothers and sisters, and do it every 3 minutes, because we're about to get into our message here in the next couple of minutes. Do that every 3 minutes. There's a lot of noise out there in social media, a lot of noise out there on the internet. If you have a message that you want to be heard, you have to understand it's going to take effort. It's going to take a constant pounding, right? It's like those guys you see cracking the cement in the street with that jackhammer. They don't just try it one time. Oh, that should have broke it up. No, right? It's brrr, and chip away with it. They get a crack and they drill in the crack and they bust the cement open. That's what you have to do here. That's what you have to do here, brother. So that's what I want you to do right now. If you're watching this in our private BWE platform. Now, for those of you on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're broadcasting on YouTube live as well, or maybe you're watching a replay right below in one of these corners. I think over here, it might be in reverse. You have the Twitter and the G Plus tab. Go ahead and just hit those. Hit those and send those out. Send those out, brothers. So that's like a commercial. How many times, if you're watching a program, do you see the same commercial? How many times do you see the same commercial on different television shows, right? If you watch TV, you'll see the same commercial over and over again. How many Geico commercials do you see? May not be the exact, it's not the same exact commercial, but it's a Geico commercial. It's a Pizza Hut commercial. It's a Domino commercial. They busting it up and giving you the new Domino where you can stand there and watch them make the pizza, right? Well, our broadcasts are different every week, right? But you go out there and you hit the share button, right? Each time they see it, it's a different part of the show, different part of the show, different part of the show, brothers and sisters. That's what you have to do in life. Whatever you want in life, you're going to have to constantly pound at it until you get your break, right? So practice here. The things we're telling you and sharing with you is part of Black Wealth Empowerment, right? It's not one or two things. It's a series of the right things to do over and over and over and over again. This is what you have to practice. So go ahead and hit those tabs. If you did it a few minutes ago, that's been about 3 minutes or close to it. Hit them again. Hashtag BW Hangout. Send them out. Hashtag BW Hangout. Send them out. Send them out. Send them out. If you're not getting complaints, you're not sending them out enough. If you're not getting any likes, you're not sending them out enough. If you're not getting any comments, you're not sending them out enough. If you're not getting some kind of response from your friends on your platform, then you're not sharing this platform enough. You can't just do your very best. You have to do what's required. You and I have to learn how to do what's required. Not your very best, courage coach. Sometimes that's not good enough. Sometimes that's not good enough. Right? I can go out here on the street and run my very best. It'll never make the Olympics, right? Sometimes doing what's necessary is not good enough. No, no. We have to do what's required. What's required. See, you got to go through 3 levels. Good enough, necessary, and then get to what's required. Once we get the understanding of I got to do what's required. I have to do what's required to reach the level that I desire. We have these high aspirations, but we're doing what's necessary and we're doing our best. But we're not doing what's required, courage coach. You teach people all the time from Alaska to Hawaii to Wyoming, place where, you might be the only black person in the room, right? You're teaching them they have to learn to do what's required. Anything less than that won't get you your goal. Anything less than that, you have to settle. And who wants to settle, right? God gives us one life to live, and I'm sure he didn't give it to us so we can settle. Maybe if we came back a second time, then we can say, oh, well, first time practice, second time perfect, right? No, that's not how it works. So we need to go ahead and go along with the program that God has prescribed and made available for us. And then we'll be successful. All right, brothers and sisters, go ahead and do that. Hit that one more time. Oh, look at the door back there. She made it up the stairs. All right, go ahead and hit those tabs one more again. Hit those tabs one more again, because we're going to hear from our courage coach. He was so fired up last broadcast, brothers and sisters. Check it out, broadcast 130. He was so fired up. He wanted to come back as an encore and double down and do this mentor again. Do mentors. Talk about mentors. We have to understand that. That's vitally, vitally important that we as black people understand this mentor dynamic. Because in truth, we have everything we need, right? If we just know what it is that we have, what it is that we need, and do what's required. Not your best, not necessary, what's required. So let's do that right now. Hit the tab one more time. Put it in hashtag BWE. Hang out. We are live. Join me. Hang out. Hashtag BWE Hangout. The Courage Coach is up next. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll into this topic. Mentor plus mentee equals more money. Mentor plus mentee equals more money. One last thing. Forgot to tell you. The way you participate, as the Courage Coach says, is you want to go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, right? Some of those of you who are watching are members already. Going over there right now and put your name and where you're from and who you're affiliated with, what church, mosque, synagogue, African American church. Wherever, what professionals, organization you're with, brothers, sisters, sorority, fraternity. Introduce yourself. If you're selling something, you have a part-time business, a full-time business, a sometime business, put your web address in there. We have to network. Those that can network the best, right, increases their net worth the best. So we have to learn how to do this. It's a science to everything in God's universe. So go to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Put your information in there, right? If this is your first time watching, there's a link below on the private platform, linevirtualnetworking.com. That'll take you straight to the Facebook page. You don't have to search for it. You take you right to it and join. Click the join button. We'll vet, make sure your profile looks good. But that's where you go. That's where the conversation is. I put something in there about cryptocurrencies, right? I mean, we're constantly posting. Sister Denise is posting, and everybody, not everybody, but we're posting, we're giving. You can't get if you don't give. You can't take out of the bank what you have not deposited. You want abundance out of the bank of life, right? You have to deposit abundance in the bank of life. All right, brothers and sisters. So go ahead and hit that tab again. Share, 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 share. You're watching on Facebook, repeat, replay, hit the share, share, share. Why? Because now is the time. It's that time. It's that time, brothers and sisters. We want to go into our inspirational part of tonight's program. This is the hour of power. And we're at the bottom of the hour. We want to talk about mentor plus mentee equals more money. But this is the inspirational part of the message, right? And we want to turn it over right now to our brother, the courage coach, Rodney Assad Muhammad. Brother Rodney, let's go.
Oh, yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Excuse me, brother, since I was just reading this book, The Practice of Perfection. I was going through it. And before we even begin, I wanted to read something. This is in the announcement section of the book. Um, there's 4 points. The first point, it says, this writing is highly condensed and there's much power in its simplicity. There are no useless sentences and every word is full of meaning. Consider everything you read carefully. Point. It's meant to serve as a practical supplement to your studies on spiritual consciousness and self-improvement. And study side by side, you'll achieve the greatest benefits. Third point, do not expect, here's what we want to go to, watch. Do not expect quick or miraculous results. Any training that involves the spirit requires infinite patience and a deep reverence for the teacher. Okay, wait. And the fourth point here, never go past the word you do not understand or know the meaning of. Now, brothers and sisters, I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, and I really want to welcome you once again to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Things that I really want to deal with, Brother Daryl, real quickly, just before we really get into the heart of the matter, is the word average. And that really, when you said that, it sent vibrations through me, man. Just vibrations, right? Average. That sounds like a cuss word, Brother Daryl. You said that, I'll say, oh man, we done resulted to profanity on BWE. Oh, it's out of control now. It's all down. Now we got to go have an X rating on our show and all that stuff. Brother Daryl said average. Oh, see, I said it too. We had censors, Brother Daryl. They be bleeping beep, beep every time we try to say average. Look at that, listen to that word. Don't that make you feel kind of, it should make you feel funny, brother and sister. It should make you feel something in your soul should not feel right. A little unsettled, like, oh, I feel a little queasy, maybe some, yeah, average. You say the word average, you should have a little a stank look on your face. Average. Look at that. That don't even feel good to say. Well, you know what the definition of average is? Let me just deal with this real quick, brother. This is the definition of average. It says as a number expressed or typical value in a set of data, in particular the mode, median, or most commonly the mean, which is calculated by dividing the sum of the values in a set by their number. Watch. Second definition, the apportionment of financial liability resulting from loss of or damage to a ship or its cargo. It ain't nothing good coming from average. Excuse me. Nothing good. The central or typical value in a set of data. Well, the Bible says, be ye hot or cold, be ye not lukewarm. You can't play the middle. You can't just be all right. Either be extremely great at something, extremely horrible at something, but don't be just all right, average. So I really, brother, when you said that word, I just like, oh, it sounds like a cuss word. Let me check out and find out what that cuss word is, and that way you can clear it up. So never allow yourself, brother, sister, to be average. Well, how do we get out of the average zone, though? I think that's a good question. That's a question to ask. How do we get out of the average zone? Well, in a couple broadcasts ago, we talked about getting a mentor and really the power and the value in having mentors, and not just any old kind of mentor. I don't know if we really dealt with it to its depth, Brother Daryl, but we want to find the right mentor. See, not everybody is fit for everybody. Okay, just stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. You might have some business that you're trying to get started, some area in your life you're trying to grow through or go to, something you're trying to accomplish or whatnot. And there are a lot of people running around calling themselves mentors, Brother Daryl. There are a lot of coaches and life coaches and success coaches and all these things going on. A lot of people, throwing it out. I mean, it's easy. I'm the courage coach. I can say that anytime I want to. Yeah, I can. I can say that anytime I want to. The courage coach. But that better match up with my get down, like how I actually do my life, right? How I actually work my businesses and do other things. It it should be representative of who I'm claiming to be. So if I'm a life coach, somebody's life coach, I'm gonna check to see what your life looking like. That's usually the things we do. So then don't call yourself a life coach. Figure it out. I ain't got to figure it out. Okay, that's okay. Now I'll back up off the life coach. Success coach. Now then somebody's probably gonna check your resume. Somebody say, "Oh, let me see what your portfolio looks like. Let me check your business out. Let me see, are you profitable? How many businesses have you had? Have you quit a bunch of businesses? What's going on with your life? Were you a success coach? How are you going to get me to success? How are you going to help me find out the definition of success for myself?" So getting a mentor is critical, but getting the right kind of mentor for where you're trying to go or grow to is absolutely paramount. It's a must, because you can match yourself up with the wrong person and they can actually help you dig the hole deeper. And after you pay them or whatever goes on, you end up in a worse condition, more loss than you started off, probably mad because you gave them money and you back it less than square one. You like negative 12 because you got the wrong mentor. A mentor, Brother Daryl, and everybody watching, is like finding a good relationship. It's the same thing. It's because it's all relationships. It's like finding a good high quality relationship. You don't want just any old body, do you? I mean, really think about it. You just want any old body? No. Most times we have qualifications and things we want in our life, things we need, our must-haves, and all these things. And you might meet somebody, they may be nice, they may be cute, maybe handsome, and all those things. You say, "Oh man, but there's some things about it, like I'm cool with that person, and let me just go ahead and accept them." No, that's not a good idea. Energy we should put on finding a spouse, a mate, even friend, somebody call a best friend, is the same rules that apply to finding a mentor. Now, person that's fit for you, that's really saying this person can help me go to the next level. They've helped other people go to the next level. This is the area I'm involved in. They are very subject matter experts in that area. So I want to bring that person into my life to mentor me. Well, that's great. You got that. Right? You pay them money. You give them money, or whatever you agree upon. There got to be some exchange, right, to qualify for the time that they have to pour into your life, the hours, the money that they invested to get where they're going, the hard knocks they've taken, they've achieved that you might see is valuable. Like, wow, that person's there. I really want to be there. How'd you do it? Sean Combs, AKA Brother Love. You can ask Puppy, Brother Love. You can ask him, brother, yeah, man, can I pick your brain? Man, how'd you do it? So you want a free session, right? You want some free sessions and have him tell you how to do it. So you don't have to do what he did. You don't have to go through the journey. You don't have to read his autobiography or biography. You don't have to read nothing. You don't have to do none of that. You just I want to pass go. I want to collect $200,000 and not have to do none of that stuff you did. Tell me how you did it. Now, if he started at the very beginning, so I was broke. Um, college was quite working out for me, but I was, there and I'm trying to do this. And I was trying to get a job. I wanted to be in the music industry and they wouldn't let me in. So I was like down there, like begging, like every day trying to get a job. So I ain't gonna beg nobody. They see there we get in the tricky zone right there for you. Because what you start talking about what you're not gonna do. Mentor to qualify for it. Now we get to the real nitty gritty. Oh yeah, you can find all kind of people that got all kind of levels of success and gone through all kind of things. And oh my goodness, you're looking at them, you say, you're so inspiring. I admire your journey. That please mentor me. But you got to be a good mentee. Now, Brother Daryl, I had to clear these words out. A mentor is watch this. The definition says an experienced. Watch this flip here. And trusted advisor. An experienced and trusted advisor. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're going to come to something in a minute. Watch this, y'all. And a mentee is a person who is advised, trained, or counseled by a mentor, an experienced and trusted advisor. So a mentee is a person who's advised, trained, and counseled by somebody who's experienced, and they have to be trusted. Let me give you a quick story, brothers and sisters. There's a gentleman who I had the privilege of seeing present one year, many years ago. This is maybe 15 years ago. And I was really blown away by him and others in the room that day. I flew out to Dallas, Fort Worth area, and this 2-day conference, and it was just an amazing experience. And I was just blown away by the content. And I still have my notebook somewhere in my office here, where I wrote all these notes down. And it was really a life-altering experience. And so, later on that evening, a few people were going to go out to dinner, and one of my good friends, who's very successful in business and entrepreneurialism, we had some people go to dinner, and we're going to just talk and just have a good time and socialize. And so I'm in the car, and this guy's there and all this stuff. But I really like this guy's just energy. He's very everyday guy. His family had a very successful multi-million-dollar business, and he decided to not go into the family business and stake his own claim using none of his family's money. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Of course, the family was like, "You crazy, you idiot." They was like, they hated him for it because he decided to, you know what? I'm not gonna build off of what we already have because that's not creative. How about I do this? I strike out on my own, build something myself, using none of the family's money. And he did that. He's very extremely wealthy. And in the car, my friend said, "Hey, Rod, this is my man Robert. Man, you got to get to know Robert. Robert's a good guy. You definitely want to try to work with him. Robert's got so much money, man." He said Robert's got credit cards. He can go buy a house. He can go buy houses with his credit cards. That's how much he has no balance. That's what you really do. He said when you have credit cards with no balance, like you just go buy stuff, and there's no balance to check because it's like no balance. It's like slide it, it's done. That kind of wealthy. That because money shmoney. It's up, it's down. You did it, you got it, you lose it, you give it, you spend it, you do whatever with it. It's a medium of exchange. But I was impressed by somebody who said, you know what, I can make it using my own efforts and energy. And he had a very down to earth. You look at this guy, he's wearing Hawaiian shirts, kind of sandals, some slacks. I mean, what is like just looking funny looking slacks too. And he just like his hair is kind of disheveled a little bit. It's like a guy you would never know. You would like this dude, like whoever he is, like whatever, dude. So you see him in a store, you would never know about his wealth status. Watch this. So I said, "Oh man, Robert, if you would please, I'd love to work with you. If you would please, if you could coach me and mentor me and blah blah blah." He said, "You know what? Okay, when we get back home, I want you to call me up. Here's my number, and we'll see if it's a good fit." Right? He's gonna send me through an interview process. Excuse me. And so we talked the first day. He talked, and he get on the phone. He says, "Call me at this time." I said, "Okay, yes." So I call him exactly at that time because I've learned some things from the Honorable Miss Lewis Farr, kind of about time and time management and timeliness, right? And so I call him at the time he says to call him. So I call him at that time. He said, "Oh, Rodney, wow, it's 5:30. Great, you call him. It's 5:30, right?" And so cool. I said, "Oh yeah, you told me to call at 5:30." He said, "Great, that's excellent. Okay." Then we talking and just kind of getting to understand who I am and what I'm trying to do, and he telling me a little bit about himself. He says, "Well, Rodney, here's what we're gonna do. I think we can work together, but I want you to do something. Because what I'm going to share with you is very powerful, and there's no way you're going to be able to write this stuff down fast enough. What I want you to do is find a way to record our phone calls. Like go to Radio Shack, and you should be able to find everything you need there to be able to record our phone calls. That way." I can say what I say once, and I don't ever have to repeat myself with you. If you want to hear it again, you can go back and listen to it yourself. All right. That'll save us both some time. I said, "Okay, Robert, no problem." He says, "All right, cool. So what we'll do is we'll set an appointment. We'll talk a week from now, so and so day, so and so time. We'll talk and we'll start the process." Okay, yes, sir, Robert. All right, cool. So I went and I did everything I need to do during the week. And then I get to the end of the week and I call Robert up at the exact time he said to call him. I call him. I said, "Oh, Rodney, wow, it's 6:30. You give me a call. This is great." He says, he says, "Well, this is awesome. How's your week?" And you're talking just general stuff. And he says, "Rodney, let me ask you a question real quick, man." I said, "What's up, Robert?" He says, "Are you recording this phone call?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm recording it right now, Robert." He said, "You are?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got the stuff right here. It's recording right now." He says, "Wow. Do you know how many people actually failed that first test?" Mm, mm, mm. I was like, "No, you said to get the stuff, Robert. I don't, what do you, yeah." He said, "Though a lot of people failed that test, Rodney. They end up coming with a lot of excuses as to why they didn't. The kids, and I had my mom and them, and I had to do this, and this came up, and I had to work, and blah, 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 and I didn't have any money. And if you would have given me any excuses, I wouldn't have coached you at all. I wouldn't have worked with you at all. It would have been over. Because if you can't do that first thing, then I know there's a bunch of other things you're probably not going to do." Brothers and sisters, watch. In Luke chapter 9, verse 23, this is historical Jesus talking, they say. Then he said, this is Jesus talking to his disciples. He said, "Then he said to them all," Revised Standard Version, right? Said to them all, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me." In order to be a good mentee, we have to be able to deny ourselves. We have to be willing to deny ourselves and give way to somebody else's thinking, suggestions, and recommendations. See, if we had it all together, brothers and sisters, we'd have it all together. But when you're working with a mentor, you have to submit yourself wholeheartedly unto the Lord. Okay, wait. You say, "Would you call my mentor a Lord?" Yes. A Lord is just an important person, a high noble, somebody of high importance of regard. Don't get caught up in the, like, the Lord. You thinking, "Oh, God." No, no, no. Lord is a very general term for anybody of nobility. So when you read it in the Bible, be careful of who might be referred to in the book. Hello, somebody. So you want to have reverence for the Lord. So if you have a mentor, somebody who's at a higher level than you, they're above you, "Our Father who art in heaven," who's higher than me, then I want to make sure that I'm in the right state of mind and posture to receive the blessings that that person can give me. So are you saying my mentors, the God of, yeah, they the God of whatever area they involved in, that they getting the results and the success? Like, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You're all gods. They ain't got to go to the children part, period. That's the Elijah Muhammad, period. You got to go to the children part because that makes you feel like you got to minimize yourself. No, go ahead and deal with it. If you are at a state that's higher than somebody else, you are God of that area. And that person becomes somebody you get to serve, not lord over, but serve. Rain down blessings upon those who want to be at an elevated state. My responsibility is to submit to the person who's in the higher position, who's got the information, who's got the skills, who's going to be doing the trusted advising, who has the experience. My job is to actually receive or be willing to be taught by such a person. At the core of it, you got to do what you're told. Now, Brother Daryl, you know this from all from years of being in direct sales and networking and working with people, that the problem that most of us have is that we will not submit to the process. We refuse to do it the way it is told to be done. Like ABC, do that, boom. Make 30 calls a day, warm prospects, cold call 70. You got 100 calls every day. Should take you X amount of time. Do that every day, 7 days a week. Get your 100 calls in. Then people like, well, I'm gonna order some business cards, and can I get a couple of the magazines? I'm gonna drop it off at the dentist. I see we want to do passive stuff, but we don't want to do the active stuff that my mentor said do XYZ. Just do XYZ. You don't have to think about it. They getting the results. Why are you trying to wonder if LeBron James walked up, your child wants to play basketball? LeBron James says, oh, hey, LeBron, what's up, King James? Hey, my son, he really wants to be in basketball. He said, why? I want to show him how to dribble. He said, well, wait, hold on. Why you having him dribble like that? Really? You Steph Curry come through, say, I'm gonna show your son and daughter how to shoot some threes. Why you standing like that? Because I don't want my son to stand like that. My daughter should probably hold her hand and do her wrist like that, because that don't seem like the way she want to do it. Okay, then you broke at the house. That's cool. That's cool. But most mentors won't tolerate that. Most mentors will not tolerate any mentee that does not want to listen and follow instructions. It's frustrating. For those of you with children, you know what I'm talking about. It's frustrating. But here's the thing that separates the parent-child relationship from the mentor-mentee relationship, Brother Daryl. The mentee actually requested the mentor to mentor them. You actually asked that person for help, and then have the audacity to question the help you get. Wait a minute. Now, I can understand children. They learned, they didn't agree. They just was born. They like, hey, I'm here. You had me. Let's work it out. But from grown folk that said, you know what? Ooh, I really want to work. Would you please work with me? And they say, okay, XYD, work it out. And then they say, hey, I want you to call this company. And you have if you have a question after that, that's anything disempowering, like, well, why I got to call them? Or, well, I've called them before, or any other back talk you giving your mentor, at some point that person gonna shut you down, cut you off, and you will be back to house broke, and that's what it is. Happy life after that, I guess. Because we refuse to submit to the mentor. So the mentee's job is to submit completely to all the right guidance of the mentor. But there's going to be some things your mentor might ask you to do. I'm not talking about something morally wrong, something that you don't understand, or I don't think that's the right thing. Well, you broke trying to figure it out. What you talking about? I don't think it's the right thing. If you knew what the right thing was, you'd be the mentor. But you broke at the house trying to figure it out. Brothers and sisters, you can't have an attitude of superiority and be a mentee. You can't have an attitude of a know-it-all or I know a little something and be a mentee. One thing I do as I wrap this up, before I teach my class, any of my classes and workshops, I tell my people, it's something my friend Jerry, his concept he came up with, so it's not my own. I just love it. The belief bag. I always tell my people to empty out their belief bag so I can fill you up with the right information. I said, because I'm going to show you things. They're going to be better, faster, stronger, give you new ideas, new concepts, new ways of doing things. I said, if you hold on to what you think you know about what we're discussing, you're going to fight me mentally the whole way. I'm going to tell you something different that's better, actually. And you're going to check what I'm giving you against what's in your brain to determine whether I'm right or not. It's actually a natural phenomenon, brother and sister. You're actually checking what somebody's saying or what's happening against what you think you already know to determine whether it's right or wrong, good or bad, is or isn't true. It happens instantaneously. So that's why in the Bible it says, except you become as a little child, you can't even enter into the kingdom of heaven. The reason why is because children, when they're born, their belief bag is empty until you start putting a bunch of junk in it for them about what they should think. And then they start doing the same thing most of us as adults do. We checking stuff to see if it's right or not. Well, by becoming as a little child, you open yourself up to be completely vulnerable to somebody else. Brothers and sisters, a mentee is a place of submission. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to submit to your mentor. Peace.
Wow, wow, that was powerful, brother Rodney Assad. Hit it right on the head. Exactly right, brother. So see, you just gotta see, you gotta submit and follow instructions. See, if you would have shared this with your social media platform friends, like I asked, every 3 minutes, your friends would have been here. They would have heard that, and they would have been blessed. See, what the courage coach shared with you wasn't what he didn't give his best, right? He didn't share with you was necessary. He gave you and I what's required. What's required, brothers and sisters, the mentor and the mentee piece. You add that together and it will equal more. More whatever, more money, more happiness, more success, right? It will equal more. More. So great job, brother, as always. Powerful. I got something from it. See, when you hear what you've heard from Rodney Assad, it's like rain just falling on you, right? A couple of drops, it'll get you wet, but you want to be drenched. See, that's why we all need mentors, so we can be drenched with the information. You got the right mentor, you're the right mentee, and then more is on the other side. So if you get you a money mentor, right? A money mentor. Been there, done that, as they say, and got the t-shirt, right? A money mentor, brothers and sisters. And like the courage coach said, and he hit it, we got to submit, and that's the problem. We don't have enough in society of good, courage coach, that we submit to, right? We have a lot of things in society that we submit to that's not good. So when good comes from a mentor, then that same submission muscle, it's weak towards that which is good for us. How many of you are in a home or in a home environment or was raised where it was expressed, right? The mentor mentee relationship. Like he said, the difference between parents and child. See, child doesn't have a choice, but a mentee has a choice. So where have you seen that dynamic before? Most of us as black people haven't. So this is a new concept. This is a new idea. That's why you should share this stream right now once again, because we're about to wrap this thing up. Right? Brother Rodney Assad dropped the mic. We could have shut it down. That'd have been enough for you to go out and get what's on the other side of that equal sign, and that's more. You want more money, brothers and sisters? Then go out and find you a proven success mentor. Submit to them. Follow them. Follow what they tell you. Outside of what's morally or against your value system, then what's the resistance? You're not telling you run out in the middle of the street in front of traffic. What's the resistance? That's the biggest thing we have to fight, brothers and sisters. So by us having a financial mentor and watching their footsteps, right? And them guiding us, right, along the way. And they'll tell you what steps that they misstepped on and what to avoid. They'll tell you what to avoid. You want more money? The quickest way to more money is to learn from experience. You've heard the saying, experience is the best teacher. See, that needs to be clarified. Because if it's not really clarified, then we'll think it really means, we'll assume it means, learning English, I assume, right? You'll think it means you, right? You'll think experience is the best teacher mean I have to experience. And that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. If there's 1,000 lessons to learn to get more money that you want to get, if you have to think that you have to experience each one of those 1,000 lessons, you're going to slow down your process. You're not going to make it. So it's not your experience that's the greatest teacher, the best teacher, right? Those that are smart, they learn from other people's experiences. That's what the mentor does. A money mentor does. They have experience. He said, what an experienced, trusted advisor. So you're learning from his or her experience. You don't have to experience it. You're learning from their financial experience, brothers and sisters. And that's your shortcut. That's your hack, right? Now, we got to make sure when I say shortcut, I don't mean courage coaching. You can teach on this better than I do. Shortcut doesn't mean that you're cheating the process. A lot of times we think shortcut means we're going to cheat the process. That's not what I mean. Shortcut or hack means you go through the process. You just find a shortcut. You find a shorter way. And that's through the experience of your mentor. The experience of your mentor. You have no opinion when it comes to your mentor. All you should have is questions, and you should have a lot of them, right? Questions where you're questioning with the intent of understanding, not anything else, right? The mentor don't need your opinion, don't need your comment of agreement. So they're solid in what they believe. They know it works. It's right. Right? So that's what we have to understand, brothers and sisters, is our mentors. Get you a money mentor. Now, here's the thing about money mentor, any kind of mentor, and the coach touched on it earlier. We have to make sure we get the right mentor. Right? If you want to be rich and wealthy, you can't get a mentor that's just going to teach you how to live comfortably in retirement. Unless that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, then you find those mentors and they'll do a good job at that for you. But if you want to be rich and wealthy and live, check this out, don't miss this. You want to live to your full God-given financial potential. Let me say it again. Your full God-given financial potential. Then you got to find people that's way above the fold, way above average, way above, maintaining your current status. Maintaining your current status when everything around you is changing. What's good today is not good tomorrow. $100 a day ain't the same as $100 tomorrow. See, so you have no choice but to grow your money. The longer you're going to be here after today, you're going to need to grow your money. Right? If you're just going to be here another week or so, you probably don't have to grow your money. But if you're going to be here another year from now, 5 years from now, 10, that's your plan, then you have to understand, brother, since your money got to grow. It has no choice. If it doesn't grow, it'll die. The dollar, I believe, has lost 50% of its value. 50% of its value, even more than that, since 1970. Right? If it loses 50% of its value, that means you have to increase your dollar amount, your income, whatever term you want to use. It has to increase 50% just to be the same. Just to be the same. See, these are the dynamics that we have to understand when it comes to money, and particularly $1 million is not a lot of money anymore. It's not. It's not, brothers and sisters. It's not a lot of money anymore. And the longer we take to get it, right, then the finish line, courage coach, gets further and further away. The longer it takes for us to get to that finish line, it gets further and further away. Right? That's why you need a mentor. That's why you need to be you need to be what's required of you as a mentee so you can have more money. Right? Stop fighting it. Right? Stop fighting it. You and I have no choice but to get more money, not from a greedy standpoint, not from a lifestyle standpoint, but from a standpoint of survival. It says, survival's for the fittest. You got to be mentally in shape. You got to be mentally fit, physically fit. right? That's what you have to do, brothers. So that's what Black Wealth Empowerment is here, just to ignite that spirit in you, ignite that spirit in us, right? Ignite it. You won't hear a message like this just flipping through your cable TV. You won't find a message like this just flipping through your radio program, your radio station. You won't find a program just flipping through the podcast. Not like this. Not speaking to black people the way black people need to be spoken to. And the only folks that have that right and authority is another black person, right? Might not like it, but it's what's required. Brothers and sisters, we are at a crucial point in time in American history in general. We're at a crucial point in time in our lives. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said in his press conference, the 17th, I believe, of November, he said, black people, this is your final call. We have to change. We have to think better and do better. We have to think better and do better. So whatever you're doing now, however lofty it is, Brother Darrell, you have to do better, think better, and do better. And we all can think better. We all can get a better understanding of what a mentor is. We all can get a better understanding of what a mentee is. See? Because we want more out of life. That's only natural. And if you don't want more out of life, then that natural instinct has been killed in you. And I pray that something will awaken that instinct in you, that natural proclivity in you, right? So we can have time before time is up. Right, brothers and sisters? That's what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment. This has been broadcast 131. Watch it, share it. We give you permission. I give you permission. Now, if you can share it on your YouTube channel, I give you permission. If you can share it on your Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can share it on, I give you permission right now to share it. You got the email with the registration? Blast it out to your friends. Take that link, put it on your YouTube. Be a part of this crusade, brothers and sisters, right? Because nobody's going to help us but us. Don't worry about the impeachment. Don't worry about the sexual harassment. Don't worry about that sister that's about to marry Prince Harvey or Harry. You know, we probably as excited her being half black as they are not excited about her being half black. Well, I mean, how's that gonna change your life? How's that gonna make it better for you? Is that something that you can take and do something with that's gonna better your life? Acknowledge it, recognize it, and move on. You stop and spend time and engage and invest in that which is going to directly change your life, brothers and sisters. And that's what we share with you every week, God willing. Every time we come live, we make sure we share something that's going to directly affect you. That's why we don't come up here, Courage Coach, talking about the latest gossip. Yeah, we have thousands of views, right? If we wanted to talk about that, thousands of views. But that's not what you need. That is what you need. That's not what you want, but that's what you need. So we're going to give you what you need, brothers and sisters, right? And the best is only for a few, right? No need to hate those that are exceptional. Just understand, only a few really want it. That's why only a few really get it. So I want to thank you. Roll it over to Courage Coach so we can give you some final words. But so this has been an hour of power, broadcast 131 here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Turn over to Courage Coach, and we out of here because we got things to do. Think better because we have to do better. Courage Coach.
Yes, sir, brother Joe. Thank you so much for that tie together, that wrap up right there. You know, brothers, this is critical. This is not. I mean, we have fun with the broadcast, and we try to make it a little lighthearted here and there. But just know that this is not. We're not saying these things because we haven't tested it, we haven't tried it. It hasn't been proven. It works. It absolutely works if you decide to take this journey and get yourself a mentor, the right mentor, and have the right attitude and disposition of a mentee to really get the information that person's trying to pour into your life. If you do that, get there a lot faster. You will get there a lot faster. You're successful. Any of us can go up exponentially faster if we just submit to the process. And one of my brothers and friends out there, Myron Golden. I know you probably met and worked with Myron over the years, brother Daryl. He did a program some years ago called the system. No, I think it was him, called "The System Is the Solution." The system is the solution. And so if you work the system that your mentor lays out, that the solution to what you're trying to accomplish is built into a system of steps and actions that you got to take, and you'll get the results. All right. So same thing in mathematics. So all mathematics, you just follow the plan, follow the process, you do the equation the exact same way every time, you'll get the same result. All right. Even if you're getting different answers because you have different numbers you're working with, that's okay, but you'll come out with the same right result based on the data you're given, all right, or information you're provided with. So, brothers and sisters, take action on this. Share this broadcast, and invite somebody to watch it. If you're not sharing, at least invite somebody to watch it by, hey, let me put this on my Facebook. Hey, come watch this video. You know, you talking about being a success coach and all this stuff, a mentor. You know, have them watch this video, and that way maybe get their mind in the right place to really take advantage of their mentor or mentee relationship. So thank you again for watching. Again, I am Rodney Saad Muhammad, your courage coach. Cultivate the courage to roar, everybody. Have a great, powerful, and successful week. Peace.
All right, thank you. Hey, Courage Coach, show them the book again. Tell them where they can get that book. I'm gonna pull mine
Oh,
off the
this one.
shelf and get into that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's called the practice of perfection. But you can go to practiceofperfection.com, practiceofperfection.com. I'll tell you, it's powerful. Let me just real quick, brother Daryl, if I can indulge. One more thing. In this book, I say something about positive and negative. It's something I found over the years. It says, put this in a note. It says, when I speak of positive and negative, please do not automatically relate to this as good and bad, as positive and negative contain no moral substance. Positive and negative actually contain no moral substance. It's in this case, positive is that which gives out or goes out, and negative is that which receives or takes in. Actually, we've been using the language all wrong in terms of mathematics. It means you're repelling. To be negative means you're receiving. So when people say, why are you so negative? That's actually a good thing. But we actually have flipped, the language has been flipped, turned inside out. He said, why are you repelling? That's positivity when you're pushing against things. But when you're negative or you're receiving, that's why a black hole sucks everything in. It receives negative energy. It's still energy. And so, brothers and sisters, just little things like that in the book. So, practiceofperfection.com, you can get it. It was my first work. I love the book because there's just some strategies in here. You can just do a few of them and affirmations on courage. Like, watch this, bro. It says, I am fearless. I am full of courage. There's nothing to fear. I say courage. I think. I act courage. See, stuff like that get you like, wait a minute. I got this. You be fired up. You read this book, you be fired up. You ready to take action on some stuff. Have some success in your life. Right there, that's it. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right. That's good, brother. That's good. All right, all right. I'm just sitting here just being a black hole and I'm sucking it all in, brother. Just brother and sisters, you got to get that book. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you don't we're trying to get you to understand. Mentor doesn't mean guru, right? Courage Coach is a mentor. He can be a mentor that can break you through the stratosphere. Well, maybe the gurus couldn't. Because what their stuff is too watered down, meaning is too trying to be palatable for everybody, right? Because they're trying to reach the masses, and and that's all that's good and dandy. But don't miss those that are right there in your face. God blesses whom He pleases, right? The Holy Quran said God knows, Allah knows best where to place His message. So He gave Rodney Assad a message, and He put it in that book. You need to get that book, brother and sister. I got my copy, right? And I don't believe in coincidence. The mere fact that he brought it out, maybe that's a sign I need to bring mine out, right? And just read a little bit. That's like raindrops, right? The more raindrops you can get falling on your head, right? In a short period of time, the drencher you can get with the right information. Right, brothers and sisters? Thank you so very much, brother Courage Coach, for sharing that with us, because we all need it. We can't have too much courage. right? As long as it don't go in the arrogance, we can't have too much courage. Maybe that's a topic you can talk about. That'd be a good one. All right, brothers and sisters, thanks for being here. This is broadcast 131 here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. My name is Daryl Muhammad. Come to you live from Houston, Texas. Thanks for being here. Share, 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 share. Success is not by accident. It's a conscious, every day, every hour, every second step and process and decision. Make that decision. Make the decision going to come back and join us for 132 and 133 and 134 and 135. Just come back. But most importantly, implement what you get on each and every broadcast for the next week. It's like homework in school. You just do it to come back next week and turn in your homework. Come back next week and go in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group during the week. If you have some questions, the Courage Coach is there. I'm here, right? Ask us some questions. We're here, brothers and sisters. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week, God willing. As always, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. All right? Till next time, take care. God bless.